Hey YouTube, Ashroodle here. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, since the vlog anyway. I just got back from San Japan Mach 5 with Aaron and Melissa. They're not in the car. This is my car. I figured, well, honestly, I wasn't even gonna do a vlog for this. I mean, it was fun. I mean, I can't say it wasn't fun. Just, there was a lot of stuff to complain about that I really just can't voice even on my own channel. But I can tell you the story of how I got to San Japan 5. Originally, I wasn't gonna go because San Japan and A-Fest are only about 3 weeks apart. And so I did, between not having the money and just, well, Red couldn't go, so I wasn't gonna be able to ride with anybody. So that really just killed all that. But a couple months before the con, I get a text message from Melissa asking if I want to go with them because Erin's getting off work since it's really hard for her to get off to do anything because of her job. So they tell me to let me room for free with them if I want to go. So I figure, well, I guess that's cool since I let Erin room last year. So I decided to take them up on their offer and don't really hear anything else about it until close to the con. And Melissa says that we'll be leaving Thursday morning and that Wednesday night we'll be staying at Erin's mom's place. So Wednesday rolls around, Melissa comes and picks me up. We go to Erin's, they're watching Summer Wars. I still need to watch that. But from there, we trek to Walmart and get them snacks and McDonald's. Come back and watch a Little Shop of Horrors, which I hadn't seen in forever, and I never realized how many jokes that Family Guy ripped off from them. And let's see, from there, pretty much just Erin packed her bags and everybody went to bed. I slept in the guest room, which had a fucking Twilight poster on the ceiling. Yeah, it's not really easy to sleep with Edward Cullen staring at you. But digressing, we get up Thursday really early. Melissa takes a shower, I take a shower, Erin takes a shower, pack everything in Melissa's car, get some gas, head to McDonald's, drive through, get us some food. We drive all the way to, like halfway to San Antonio, stop at a Buc-ee's, use the bathroom, get drinks and snacks, and then head to San Antonio. And from there, since we can't get into the hotel, we go to the San Antonio Zoo, which I haven't been to a zoo probably since I was 5 or 6, so it's been a good while since I've been to a zoo. And they always go on about how cool zoos are and stuff, so I was like, okay, this is cool, let's go, this is fun, this sounds fun, we'll go to the zoo. Cost $12 to get in, which that's fine. The bad thing was, since it's so hot right now, none of the animals were doing anything. Like, there was no tigers were in the shade, rhino was in the shade, bears were in the shade, lions were in the shade. A lot of the things were being renovated. The only thing that seemed that we have any luck at was getting birds. And all the birds were pissed at Erin. Don't know why. There is this giant bird that the sign said it was pretty much the Godzilla of pigeons, and it got so pissed off at Erin. She's like, oh, you got something on your head, don't you? And it just starts squeaking and squawking, and as soon as we walked away, it stopped, and as soon as we walked right back, it started going again. So it wasn't a fun time for Erin and birds these last few days. So after the zoo, we're all hot and tired. Check into the hotel, get some food from the food court. I had some Chinese, Melissa had Chinese, Erin had pizza. Get back to the room and just pretty much crash for a little bit and watch the Olympics. Which, this is something else. First time I watched the Olympics in God knows how long. That was pretty fun. And then we started watching Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I hope this is a recurring theme, Twilight people. But we watched that, and finally it's like, well, we should get up and go do stuff. So turn it off and get Erin up, which is pretty much why we had to turn off the movie, because she wasn't getting up otherwise. And we walked down the Riverwalk, look at stuff, and it was like, well, hey, let's go to Ripley's Believe It or Not. That'll be cool, because when I was younger, my grandfather took us there. And since that time, they've pretty much taken over the entire block. There's the Wax Museum, which is big. There's a horror thing that's big now, and you take like a shaft elevator going down, and there's a laser ride and all this stuff. And it's like, oh, this is cool. Like, how much does this cost? For 3 things, it's $27. For one thing, it's $20. So it's like, I don't feel like paying that much. I really wish, though, I would have gotten a picture with the Undertaker wax replica they had in their shop, because it's like they had John Cena, the Undertaker, and Ben Stiller. I think the Ben Stiller was the real one, since it had the same amount of articulation and emotion. But I really wish I would have took a picture of the Undertaker and sent it to Red. Let's see, from there we still have time to kill until they can pick up their badges. So we go to the mall, walk around, run into Shelby for a little bit, and then go back, get badges, run into Shelby again, then go back to the mall and get food, and then come back to the room and just watch TV the rest of the night while Erin and Melissa worked on wigs. And then the actual con rolls around on Friday. We get up, take our showers, pack up everything, because we find out that we're gonna go to another hotel, since Anna and Jackie want to be in charge of the room. So after a bit of debating, Erin's just like, okay, fine. We get up, and since we already got everything pretty much packed, we go downstairs. Erin and Melissa are dressed as Beat and Rhyme. I take a few photos of them. Then we get some breakfast, because Erin wanted chocolate chip pancakes. So, IHOP Express. Do that. Go get my badge, because since I didn't pre-reg, I had to get it on site. And lucky enough, Shelby was in line almost at the very front, so we just cut with her. It saved us a 2.5 hour trouble. Get my badge. Go walk around. We try to go in Dale's room. Dale's room's not open yet. Go take some more photos, and then go back. They change out of Beat and Rhyme, or I don't remember if they changed out of Beat and Rhyme, but by then Anna and Jackie had gotten there. So, oh yeah, they did. They changed into Zora and Riku. Anna and Jackie had gotten there, so they get the room, we go up to the room, and we get introduced to their friend who was staying with them, who, youngest one in the room, had the biggest attitude out of anybody. Yeah, my throat's a little sore right now from this weekend, I guess. And I need to shave, even though I just shaved yesterday. That's a pain. From there, we're like, okay, they'll do their thing, we'll do our thing. I pretty much played cameraman the entire weekend. I took more photos than Levy did, and that's saying something. From there, go around at Zora and Riku, doing whatnot, going to the dealer's room, getting lunch. Let's see what happened then. Ran into Shelby a couple more times. She was dressed as Fluttershy. And no, my channel does not support bronies or ponies in any fashion, shape, or form. So, they hear something about a Kingdom Hearts photo shoot. We go to meet these people. It is entirely a bunch of noobs, except for one annoying Zora who would not shut the fuck up. I swear, if I wasn't caught between answering text messages from Levy and taking photos on 2 cameras, I would have kicked his ass right there. Melissa had to pretty much run the photo shoot herself since nobody knew what the hell they were doing. And the other Riku who was there kept trying to stab Aaron with his keyblade. And all the others were pretty much just bad Organization 13 members you always see, the one guy with a sandwich. The only ones that I'd say I did enjoy was this one nice girl who was a Kairi from Kingdom Hearts 2, I think. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2, who we ran into in the main artist alley, and I saw her from afar, and I was like, hey, can you come take a picture of mine, Sora and Riku? And she got so excited, and then she's like, can I get these photos? I was like, yeah, come to albinolamastudios.com on Facebook and check us out, and I'll have all the photos there. So that was a fun, and the first time I really got to actually name drop the place. Oh god, I'm trying to think of what we did next. After all that, one of Anna and Jackie's friends came into the room. She was dealing with emotional problems, fiancés and exes and all that, so they decided that they wanted to go to the Rainforest Cafe. It's around 7, almost 8 something. We trekked down to the Rainforest Cafe through this. Instead of going down the River Rock, we go down the streets and take this long trek. Then we come to find out it's going to take an hour to get seated. We wait an hour out in the heat. Well, it wasn't exactly an hour, but it was close enough. Get in there, and lucky enough, the waitress we got was kind enough to let both me and Aaron eat off the kids' meal. Me, I wanted to eat out of the kids' meal because, well, 1, it was cheaper, and 2, I really wasn't that hungry. Aaron is because she's got a really small stomach because she can't eat a lot. But so, probably there for an hour, a little bit longer. They take our photo. That was kind of interesting. I don't remember that from last time. Goofy hats, poses, and all that. Trek back to the room, and by now, everybody is tired. Aaron pretty much goes right to sleep. Melissa goes off to her supernatural slumber party panel, and I just talked to Ann and Jackie for a bit, and then I crashed too. This is one of the first cons where I've fallen asleep really easily, because usually I'm a very light sleeper, but this time I slept like a rock pretty much every day. It just goes to show how beat and tired I was. Saturday comes around, and I forgot to mention, for the day before, Erin is signed up for the cosplay contest, so she was going to be in it today. So Saturday goes around, get up early, she puts on Toph, and Melissa just was running around normal clothes that day. I'm running around normal clothes since I'm cameraman all day. Just kind of go around bouncing from here to there, doing her own thing. They decide later to go to McDonald's, and I get Subway. We eat there with Shelby. And then pretty much we realize that, like, Aaron has to be at in the contest room at 4 o'clock. So we're like, okay, we can just hang out until then and just do whatever afterwards. So along the over the con, Melissa met some people who were cosplaying from The World Ends With You, which is where they do Beat and Grind from. So since they never have any people, they're like, oh yeah, cool, we'll do it with you. So Erin quickly goes and changes into Rhyme, because she's been tough all day. So we get there and wait. We're like, okay, our Rhyme only has like 30 minutes, then she has to go. We wait 10 minutes. They don't show up. Then we wait like 5 more, and they're like, we're waiting for a photographer. So we're like, okay, we'll go to you. So by now, they've wasted 20 minutes of their time. we meet this photographer. We immediately say where we're gonna go, and he immediately starts bitching that's too hot. And I just honestly wanted to tell him, like, yeah, it's Texas. It's always hot. He's got like a battery connected to him. He's got like a water sack and a huge rig. He just acted like a pansy. So I'm like, okay, you can stay here. I'll go take pictures of him. And when our friend leaves, you can come and do whatever. So we take a few pictures out there. Aaron has to go. We go inside, take a few pictures in there. And then we have to go take Aaron her badge. So we go take her badge. Then me and Melissa go back to the room. I shave and change, and then we go decide to get in line for the cosplay contest because we realized we had to be there early. So because of a schedule conflict, we ended up standing almost 2.5 hours. And there's people talking in the background, lovely. But so, stand 2.5 hours, finally get in, and we get the shittiest seats in the house. Like, they wouldn't let anybody move wherever they wanted. You had to be in line, you had to do this. If you got up, you lost your seat. A bunch of bullshit. We're like, okay, we're doing this for Aaron, we're doing this for Shelby, we gotta record Anna and Jackie's skit. So, goes on, contest goes smoothly, more or less. We're having trouble taking pictures and recording, but we did the best we can. So then we're like, okay, get to the judges already. Then there's a pony halftime show, which I was just like, God, stop. I just want to hear who won and leave. Because I wanted to go out and eat Mexican food or something because I was sick of what we've had to eat the past few days. I wanted something different. So from there, after the pony halftime show, there was a guy singing on playing ocarina, and he was really good. Like, that was cool, just seeing somebody use an ocarina like that. And then from there, it was the Anime Idol winners, and there was a guy dressed as Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid singing Snake Eater, and I honestly could care less. By then, I was just like, I'm tired, I have a headache, I want to eat, and I want to go to sleep. And then the girl sung an opening to Bleach, which I guess she did okay. It's still at the point where I didn't care. So judging starts in youth competition. Super Mario and Luigi win. That was cool. And then we get to the novice. I don't remember who won. And then the journeyman, which Aaron was in. Aaron wins. She beats all these other people. Throughout the entirety, she's like, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not going to win, and she kicked everybody's ass. And then another one. Shortly after that, Shelby wins an award. And then shortly after that, Jackie and Anna win an award. So me and Melissa are like, crap. We feel so lazy, we didn't do a damn thing. Like, everybody we know is winning awards left and right. And it kicks our awards ass. Shelby won a trophy, like a little trophy about probably yay tall, and Aaron won a plaque. It beats our rinky-dinky certificate that we won at A-Fest. So from there, we're like, okay, it's almost 11 o'clock. Let's go. Well, it was 11 o'clock. I was like, the only place we can eat is Denny's, which we did not want to go back to after last year's debacle. But we have to wait 50 minutes. We wait 50 more minutes on our feet. We get our food, slow as hell, chow through it, eat it, because they want to go to the rave. By then, we get back to the hotel, we're all tired, and we just pretty much collapse and call it a night. Sunday was getting up, packing everything, putting it back in Melissa's car, Aaron walking around his top. We had a small Shinkinger shoot with Jackie and Anna, and then walked around the dealer's room. Aaron and Melissa bought some more swag. Aaron bought a lot of swag this con, probably like $200, $250 worth. She got G Gundam on DVD, and she got a lot of tea house stuff. That girl and her smut. Actually, all those girls and their smut. But oh well, it's got really nice art. even though it's a yaoi comic about fancy horrors. Which is funny because when we were at the Rainforest Cafe, the one girl who was rooming with us dressed as one of the characters from this from this webcomic, and a little girl was like, "Daddy, take my picture with the princess," and I'm just like, first I was like, I really hope that girl doesn't read this webcomic, and then I was like, no, honey, that's not a princess, that's a prostitute. That became kind of the running joke of the con after that. But so, the rest of Sunday was pretty much saying goodbyes, getting last minute photos, saying our goodbyes to Lebby and Lauren, and then heading on the road again and going back. And because of a accident or something Corey told us about halfway there, we ended up going another way, so they dropped me off at my home first. Then I put my stuff in the door and pretty much went and got food, since I hadn't eaten all day other than a sugar cookie. And let's see, the high points of this con was I didn't cosplay at all. I just got to play cameraman, so it was interesting to do that, and just seeing Melissa and Aaron again, because I haven't hung out with them in a while. And the real high point was both Aaron and Shelby winning. I was like, I'm so proud that both of them won, especially Aaron, since she was so negative about it. And no, we're not gonna let you live it down. So, for my rating of San Japan, I guess I'll give it a 4 out of 5. And I guess that's about it, because I'm losing my voice right now. So, this is Ash Rudel saying, catch you later, YouTube.